Okay, here's my chicken. It's just been in the fridge. We were lazy last night and just popped it in there after cooking just to get it out of the way. So, awesome chicken. Luke sometimes works for trade with this guy who gives us free-range chickens. Basically, there's no way. I mean, we would eat it eventually, and it was really, really tasty stuff. But, I don't know. I'm going to be able to with this, what's left of this chicken. See, we hardly ate any, actually. We just had the one breast last night. There's so much meat on these suckers because they run around. They have muscles in places you wouldn't believe. Peel off all the skin. That's garbage. Shit. Yeah. This takes a little while. It works better. I should have done this while it was warm, but I was feeling really lazy. But, I mean, you'll probably buy, what I usually do if I don't have a whole chicken is just buy chicken thighs or whatever from the butcher down there. And just sort of pull it apart, mash it up a little. God, this chicken looks, there we go. Okay, so yeah, just like tear it up a little. Smaller sort of bite-sizable pieces, because as much as we're cooking this and it's gonna, all the flavor is gonna come right out of it and be nice, it's still gonna be in pretty big hunks if you leave it, if you put it in there in big hunks. But yeah, you can do this with chicken thighs, and you can just cook them off like for the soup as you're making it. I'll probably use most of this and then make soup as well out of, I'll soak the carcass and boil carcass or whatever and pull it apart. And then it'll be done. So yeah, this is going to take a while. Oh, my hands are all greasy. How am I going to turn that off? Okay. See, this is boiling away. Parsnips actually don't take that long to cook, so that won't take too long. But I'm going to take a while pulling this part. Okay, so this is where you can see what I mean by the wrong pan.
Why don't you use the big pot?
It'll work out. Oh, I guess I should maybe put it into a pot. Now, at this point. Yeah, I'm going to need more liquid. You never know. Hey, thanks.
Okay, so...
Okay,
Also,
so
sometimes you need a boyfriend around and
whatever.
tell you to put it in the big pot.
Bullshit. I was going to do that anyway, right?
Of course you
Okay, so there we go. And I'm going to add some more...
Yeah. You have calipers?
Thanks. I'm going to add some more broth because, or not.
Because you're saucy.
Well, it was better, easier to see in the frying pan anyway. There we go. Oh my god, this is going to make a bunch of awesome pies.
Yes.
So, I'm going to let this stew, like stew, and I'm going to add a little more liquid and just let it stew for like 15 minutes. And then I'll show you all about the roux. Roux is awesome. Okay, so now I'm going to show you what a roux is and how to make a roux. And a roux, I'm going to show you two ways to do this because there's two different ways. One of them's a roux, one of them's like a fake roux. A roux is a base thickener, and it's the base of a lot of sauces, including macaroni and cheese sauce, bechamel, which I don't know much about, and I think hollandaise, I'm not really sure. Anyways, I am melting a lot of butter. This is not the usual way I do it because butter is really expensive. But this is how to make a real roux, and it's just like a thickener and a base. So, I'm melting this butter. It's so easy though, that's the thing. Like either way is easy. Now this is going to get thick right away. Butter melted. And you add flour. Pretty fucking basic. Three tablespoons, I guess. I'm guessing. Yeah, I don't usually use this way, but it's really rich, really tasty, works like a hot damn. Basically, this is going to turn into paste because I'm cheap with my butter. Anyways, if I add this to a hot liquid, it is going to turn into a sauce. So this is choux pastry almost. Almost. A little water. Okay, that's burning almost. And I'm going to put that into my big pot of stew. And mix and mix and mix and mix and mix. Oh, crazy noise. And mix and mix and mix and mix. That's going to thicken it up. Thick. And I like it, I want it thick, I want it saucy when it goes into the pastry. Whoa, who turned that up? Wow, crazy. I really wanted that hot. Anyway, stir, 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 stir. And the key here is adding it to something hot. And as you stir and stir, and stirring is important, with this sauce, it's going to get pasty. Oh, you can't even see in here. That's no fair. That's why I wanted the fry pan. Anyways, it was a soup. It's now a stew. Getting there. Getting there. I'm going to turn that off. That's freaking hot. So that's one way, and that's like, I don't know, the fatty, expensive way. Here's the other way. Flour. Wait, put this up here. Huh, okay. Flour, way less water. I'm going to use a smaller cup, actually. Hey, my old standby. So, a little bit of water. Cold water. If you add flour to hot water, it goes all, it's all chunky and you can't mix it out. So, throw it into cold water. I'll just do 2 tablespoons. Okay, so this is where I'm going to turn the oven on. I've been doing this all really slowly. I'm going to set it at 350, and I'm going to cook these a little bit, and that's just my preference. I find that if I don't cook them just a little bit beforehand, they get soggy, and I like to poke holes in them too, because sometimes, I don't know if it's like, I don't know, some kinds of pie shells, they rise, they get all bubbly if you don't poke holes in them. Some don't. So a little fork, poke them in there.